Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about out of touch influencers. I'm talking about the LA effect, the moment that they get their first 100,000 followers and then all of a sudden their brain no longer connects with reality. I'm talking about the food influencers, reality, luxury, lifestyle, whatever the fuck they're called. Consumerism final boss. Let's get to it.
Okay, so we're at LPM in Vegas, and they give out tomatoes and lemon as your little bread at the table, which is great for me because I'm gluten.
What is iconic about being ripped off? I'm sorry. Hold on a second. If I was to be given a tomato and lemon at a restaurant instead of bread, I'm leaving. I'm going out the door. Where is my bread? Where is my bread and butter? You know? I want to be eating all the bread. I don't want a tomato. Is this what influencers think is trendy? Being ripped off?
Pepper. Cheers. Wow.
Okay, first things first. Let's break it down. That is a salad tomato. I can get that tomato for 79p in Tesco. They didn't even give her an heirloom tomato. They gave her the shittiest tomato. They didn't even cut it. They didn't even add some fake little seasoning to make me feel it's bougie. They could have done something. And she's trying to sell it to me with that influencer voice and face. What even is that, by the way? What is with the... Oh my God, you guys. What is with that?
So fresh, so good.
So fresh and so good, it's a fucking tomato. I don't understand what's so iconic about a tomato. Are we in the apocalypse? Have you just come across a fresh vegetable in a zombie apocalypse and you can't believe your fucking eyes? You can get that down the supermarket. She could have gone to supermarket 79p. Oh my God, you guys. They're giving me tomato instead of bread. And to top it all off, they gave me salt from the Mars Pink Lake Cherry Crumble Cookie Island Survivor salt. This is so iconic. Let's sprinkle some of that salt. Oh yeah, really drizzle it. Iconic. This is life-changing. Oh my God, you guys. This is so good. Iconic. So worth $70. When are these influencers going to admit they're being ripped off? If I go to a restaurant, God forbid I'd go to a restaurant and pay more than £20. If I'm going to a restaurant and they give me a tomato and lemon, I'm going to go ask the chef if they're okay. I'm going to email the owner and ask if he's all good in the head. Can we stop using the word iconic for everything? I mean, it's true. Why is everything iconic? There's nothing iconic about that. It's actually depressing is what it is. What's even more shocking to me, these videos they get a lot of views. And majority of us viewing can't even afford to go get groceries. I class it as a luxury when I get bread, butter, milk and cheese in the same shopping. I feel like I'm Kim K. I feel guilty when I've spent that much money. I feel like I've become reckless with money, like I need to have a chat with myself about what I'm doing with my life, the finances, the decisions I'm making. Half of us can't even afford rent. Majority of us, our paycheck goes on rent. And then we're just left to dilly-dally. I'm sat in a top from Primark from 2 years ago. And I'm flexing it as if I've got Gucci. I haven't been to the hair salon in God knows how years. I don't even know what the hair salon looks like anymore, what they would even do to me. I haven't had my hair cut because a girl can't afford it. My skincare is literally going to bed, stress and debt. Let me rub a bit of stress. Let me rub a bit of debt onto my face. Oh, super relaxing. That's my skincare.
But I'm talking like when you have 1 million followers, but your videos are only getting 30,000 views, this is just not the way it used to be. Like when I started, it was so organic. Like you subscribed to the people that you liked, You open up those apps or you got a notification on your phone saying so-and-so just posted a video, you go, you engage with it, and like it was that simple. Now it's like I put videos out there and sometimes I just feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm like, where is my audience?
This out of touch influencer is wondering why they can't relate to their audience anymore. Number one, you are extremely wealthy. We are all broke. I don't know about you, but I don't want to go onto TikTok. I don't want to go onto YouTube and make the rich richer. It actually makes me feel sick, actually. I don't want to go onto YouTube after a day of sweating at work for the bare minimum for £7 an hour. I don't want to go onto social media and see the next person flaunting how much money they've just spent. I don't want to see the next person telling me, as nice as possible in their head, how rich they are, how many things they just bought, how many brands they just got. Why would I want to watch that? I cannot make ends meet. I am broke, and I've been broke for a long time, and it's just getting worse. Why would I want to watch that? Why? She's wondering where her audience have gone. Let me tell you where her audience have gone. They've gone to work. They've gone to their 9 to 5. They're looking after their kids. They're looking after their finances. They're going to work for the bare minimum. They're worrying about rent. They're worrying about groceries. They're wondering how they're going to make ends meet. That's where we are. But hold up, instead we should be watching her. We should be giving our time of the day, because remember, we all get the same 24 hours. We should be giving it to them. How dare we think that we can't watch them and make them richer? How dare we think that? She's not mad that she's losing her community. She's mad that that paycheck's going down. She's mad the numbers aren't adding up the same anymore. Most of us don't want to watch content where it's about PR. How many things I just brought. If I'm going to go watch something, I want to watch someone that's one, relatable, e.g. a girl who's just trying to make ends meet, a girl struggling, a girl not a clue with what's going on in life. I want to watch a girl that's really good at a hobby, where I watch it and I'm like, wow, girl's creative and talented. That's what I enjoy watching. Why would I want to watch you get richer? What is wrong with these influencers? You move to LA, all of a sudden, you don't understand what's going on outside of LA. The world exists outside LA. It exists outside of your RPM. Do you understand? Now, one of my absolute favourites is Kim Kardashian taking her California bar exam. Now, this is an exam that people go to law school and study for years. They lose sleep, they don't eat. It's actually their whole lifeline. But to Kim Kardashian, this is just for fun. This is a cute little hobby.
Oh my God, I'm just so tired.
That's what I thought of that. That's what I thought of that. Kim Kardashian is so tired. How tired do you think we are? How tired do you think the people who have to rely on the result of that exam, how tired do you think they are?
But it's like every time I feel like I'm a step ahead, something happens to try to...
This is the harsh reality check for Kim K, that money can't buy everything. Just because you have unlimited money and it rains money when you shower, it literally pours gold out of your taps. You can't buy this. This is something you study for. There are people who cannot afford food. There are people who are starving, Kim. There are people who cannot afford housing, Kim. There are people dying. Let that sink in, Kim. There are people dying. But the world stops when you can't pass an exam because you don't study. Let's be real, you don't study. You didn't go to law school. You wanted the quick way out of it. I feel like billionaires, influencers, they enjoy cosplaying as a normal person. They enjoy being like, oh, I had to work a 9 to 5 today, and then making that as a video title. I had to be a cashier today. I had to be a cleaner today. They will make out that it's fun. And nothing fucking fun about it. There is nothing fun about spending your time, valuable time that you will never get back, doing stuff just so you can survive. There is nothing fun about that. I'm sure we would all love to cosplay being rich, but we can't do that, can we? But they can cosplay being poor. Am I right? Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm having to hold back on this one. This is someone I absolutely can't stand. I absolutely cannot stand this person. I cannot stand them. Okay? This is no one other than Kim Kardashian. You know who it is. Michaela. Michaela, number one, she's terrible at makeup. Number two, she gives terrible makeup tips. Number three, she promotes stuff that only she's paid for. She's known for taking brands that don't pay her. All of a sudden, they're terrible. They're the worst. They pass her a bit of money. Best product ever. Make sure you buy and make sure that you do the code in the bio so that she gets some payout of it. And I'm sick of it. If you want real makeup reviews, I will give it to you. I will give you the real makeup reviews. I would never lie. I don't get paid for this shit.
I had my closet professionally organized, and it's literally starting to look like something out of the Princess Diaries. Look at the way they color-coded and organized my sandals. And then they perfectly folded and packaged.
Why are we so obsessed with like consumerism? Why does everything that's ever made need to be bought? Why does it need to be treated like it's the best thing ever? Half of these items are just some cheap, shitty thing with a fucking logo on it and it's the best thing ever. They'll pay a couple of grand for it. I would be grateful. I would be grateful to have a couple grand in my bank. And I'm sure you would as well. Even at this point, £10,000 would change my life. And that's probably how much is just in her shoes. Not even that, that's just her underwear. Why do you need to have a professional come in and organise this shit? Hold up. She made a video flexing to us how much money she has just in that closet. My closet. Hold on. Let me give you a haul. Primark, thrift store. That's my closet. I don't even have a closet. This isn't even my house. That's the level that we're at, okay?
This was accessories. They did all my hats, all my outdoor and winter wear. It literally looks like a store.
Just because you have money doesn't mean you need to buy everything under the sun. How about we go do some good for the world? How about we go get some clean water for some children? How about we get some food for some children? How about we build schools? How about we provide education to kids that can't have it? How about we go help the girls that are struggling in third world countries? How about we go help them? How about they're a priority? But no, the new Chanel bag. That new Chanel bag though. I'm seeing comments that people are saying that she earned the money. Yes, she earned the money, but why does it need to be flaunted in our face? There are bigger issues in the planet right now that need addressing, but they go silent on that. Instead, what she should just say is, "Hi guys, I have so much money and look at all the things I just brought with all my money." This right here, guys, is the Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, Stranger Things collab that I just brought. And it costs $4,000. And it's going to go into the closet with all of my other Louis, Gucci, Prada. Okay? This is literally like, this looks like a curtain. This is a dress that I got secondhand. And it's crusty. Look at that. That's what I'm working with, okay? Getting new clothes, not even luxury items, getting new clothes is a privilege on its own. And these people are so out of touch. She complains that it's hard being an influencer. Bitch, we all want to be influencers. That's the easiest job going. How about the doctors and nurses? How about the people that save lives? You finally moved into the home you bought 5 years ago because this year, it felt right. Imagine having that much money. Imagine having that much money that you can just buy a house Put it to the side. It's just a pair of shoes you forgot about, you know. Really comfy pair of shoes you just forgot about. Imagine having a house that you don't have to move into right now. You can just do it. It feels right. It feels right. I will probably never own a house. You will probably never own a house. The idea of a house right now, I might as well be asking to be an Oscar nominee. I might as well be asking to win the lottery. I might as well be asking to be an astronaut. That's how unattainable it is for the normal person. But it just feels right. It just feels right. I can see she's deleted comments that are slagging her off, respectfully. You know what? As you should. As you should. Make them eat cake. Like having a house just for fun. Just as a sideline, just for when it feels right. I wish I could have a house when it feels right. How about us as a collective, we stop making the rich richer? How about we don't engage with these people and watch the reality when they have to become us? When they have to get curtain dresses? How about we do that? Imagine them walking around in these. Because I'm sure she lived in a house for all that time whilst she was waiting for it to feel right. Sink in. We will probably never have a house. I actually sometimes fantasize like, if I was to like go there, I could imagine, I've just bought a brand new home. It's not something special. 2 bedrooms, semi-detached. Maybe can afford some furniture. No big deal. I'm happy to sit on the floor. Ooh, yeah, that's doing it for me. When I got my first ever flat that I'm no longer living in because it was mouldy, it was black mould, I remember I spent the first 2 months sitting on the floor and sleeping on the floor because I couldn't afford furniture. Becca Bloom. This is someone who was born into more money than we will ever see. This person makes even more money by flexing how rich they were born. And the thing is, I get it, you can't help where you're born. But what you can help is what you spend your money on. I have not heard a single time that she's building a school, building a hospital, contributing to charity, making a difference in this shit world. Do you know how badly I wish I could pray to the gods? I wish I was a Nepo baby. I wish I was born and my daddy was rich. Why couldn't we have the same problem?
Bracelet. Dun, 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 dun. It's a classic red bracelet for Chinese New Year. I've had about 3 of these, but I keep losing them. They have a custom silk pillowcase and a water bottle. He got me 2 Dior.
She keeps losing them. She's talking about them like there's some dirty underwear. She's talking about them like there's some drugstore lip liners. Can we just like acknowledge that the way that these influencers be talking about things that me and you would be so grateful for, there's not a single bit of gratefulness. Yeah, she might not sit there and be malicious. However, I respectfully think that if the Hunger Games was to exist, she would be one of the people that are baking bets and sending in bread to the tributes.
On it. I didn't think he could get me any more flowers, but he did. The Lego kind. He got me 3 Twillies. Don't know where I put the other 2. We have another sweater. This one's from Loro Piana. It's a simple.
She don't know where she put the other 2. Fuck knows where they are. Could be in the trash. Because you have generational wealth. Listen to me when I say this. No money comes clean. I don't care how soft she speaks. That money's dirty. There's something sinister. I smell it. The alarms are going off, okay? These people don't get rich by chance. Okay? It's people like this that contribute to unrealistic expectations. If you know what's more meaningful to me than my boyfriend or husband getting me 1,000 things that are rich when he's already rich? Something heartfelt to me. Something that means a lot to me. That's what love is. That's just my opinion. And girls, you don't need to be watching this shit thinking, what's wrong with my boyfriend? There's nothing wrong with him, because I'm sure if he had the money, he would. I'm just an average girl. Sat here with my... You know what? The most bougie thing I have is from Charlotte Tilbury. And even that's too expensive. Charlotte Tilbury, come on now.
Then you've got dance, whatever. Like, it was always set every week. And then when I'm in a job like I am now, you don't know where you're going to be tomorrow. I could be in LA tomorrow, if all I know. So I definitely say having a...
My steak is too juicy and my lobster's too buttery. Why do we keep making these people richer? This girl looks like she's never struggled a day in her life. She's never had to sit there. Hold up. When I was in university, real story, guys. When I was in university, I had no money. I had to get tin spinach, and that was my dinner. And guess what? I didn't even have a tin opener. So I tried to claw at it. I was clawing for my life. It didn't open. So you know what I had for dinner? Some air. So full. When will people realise these influences? This isn't hard. This is not a hard life. A hard life is not knowing how you're going to pay your bills tomorrow. Hard life is having debt come through the door and door. Because when you've got debt, the stress that it causes, the aging that it causes, you can't enjoy your life. That is not a struggle being an influencer. That is a luxury. I'm sure the doctors and nurses, they got it easy. This is a hard job. Don't get it twisted. This is a hard job. Saving lives and working nearly 24 hours, that's not hard. Get it together.
So many good brands here, right? What else did you...
I don't know. I was like expecting to see it.
That was the big yellow box?
Yeah, my like out of pocket.
Guess what? If we want some skincare, we have to save for it and buy it. Bitch, do the same. I can see 1,000 products that you've been sent, okay? Like I said earlier, tonight's skincare routine. There's a nice bit of stress right there. Or let's thinking about what I'm going to eat tomorrow. How am I going to afford my bills? People are dying in the world. There's a whole genocide occurring. If you want that lip balm, go buy it. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? There are real life problems in the world. I'm sure we cry ourselves to sleep at night. I cry myself to sleep at night, do you? And that's not because I can't afford some lip balm. These influencers need to get the fuck out of their head. Can we stop watching these people? As a collective, let's watch them go poor. I would love it. People are dying. But hold up. Breaking news. Callie doesn't have lip balm. Girls going through it. Girls going through it. Bitch, please. But this is the same set of influencers that, you know, you don't like your job. Quit, girl. Quit. Iconic. If you're not enjoying your life, just go travel. As if airplane tickets don't cost a couple of grand, accommodation, food, spending. Just take that flight. Flights cost more than my rent, and my rent keeps going up. So, guys, thank you for watching. I hope we've all learned a valuable lesson that we need to stop making the rich richer. Influencers need a reality check. And yeah, I'm gonna go eat my my bougie tomato and lemon with a side of sardines. Because it's iconic. Okay, guys, thank you for watching and peace.